Hello, and welcome to another update video about GALA. GALA reminds me a lot of the Solana chart at the moment. Similar structure, very similar structure. Also can't really get off the ground here. We did hold so far support, and we are holding support at the moment. So we did hold support and the trend reversal here on the 10th of March. We did hold here on the 15th of March. We did hold our trend reversal area on the 27th of March. Generated profitable trades for anybody who used these areas. Even here we reversed out of this orange area a few times. So support areas are holding. But so far we haven't really managed to get off the ground a lot here. And what we are looking at here is at the moment just sideways action since basically the 29th of March. So again, 1 week roughly just sideways here on the Solana chart. But overall, if you consider all of this a range, it's been going on for a little longer. However, as long as we're holding support, the trend focus is on the upside. Someone asked me, if the bear market lows are definitely in, and I would be talking like that and so on. No, of course not. I'm not talking about the bear market is over. But at the moment, as long as support areas and levels are holding, naturally, because the trend is up, you focus on higher, right? I mean, why would I focus on lower if we're holding above support? That's purely just like wishful thinking. But I'm not saying we couldn't break support. I mean, that would be crazy. Of course we can break support if the bulls are too weak and we're losing these areas. Especially I'm talking here about the 3.35 cent level. That's when new bear market lows come really back into perspective. The main point of Elliott wave analysis is to weigh between probable scenarios and probable setups. And of course, new bear market lows are possible. They are, of course, even likely at the moment because trading and analyzing trend reversals is the most difficult thing to do. And if you zoom out, you can see we are in a larger possible trend reversal area down here. So obviously came in a downtrend, now a bit of accumulation here. You could say that this might be the turnaround, but it doesn't need to be. It could very well be that we're doing something like this. Yeah, come down once more and then go up. So, there is, this story is currently being written. Of course, I don't know. Nobody knows the future, but Elliott wave analysis, in my opinion, better than any other method, gives us this knowledge about where are the levels that need to hold if the trend to the upside is supposed to hold. So what are the levels where probabilities shift back to new bear market lows? Now, of course, as long as we're holding these levels, I'm not going to be here and talk to you about we're going to see a new bear market low next week. As long as these levels are holding, we're exploring bullish possibilities. But never mistake this analysis, which only really represents the picture when the video is recorded. Never mistake this for certainty. Yeah, even when I talk about confirmations, this is not certainty. There is never certainty in these markets. The only level of certainty we have is if a setup is invalidated because it breaks then the Elliott wave rules. But everything else is really just certainties. Yeah. So try to free yourself from this thinking that things could be for sure happening and things have to happen and the market has to do X or Y. No, the market doesn't have to do anything. The market does what the market wants to do. What we can do though is we can analyze market structure as we see it right now. Analysis in the present, not trying to speculate what might happen tomorrow. So of course there's a bit of, talk about it and, to keep it interesting and everything. Because generally people like to talk about these things, but really we can only analyze what we see at the moment. Yeah, the market context is constantly shifting, and the analysis is only valid in the present context. Now, if the context shifts, the analysis we need to adjust very clearly, very logically, I think. So it's always based on if-then statements, because if these support levels break and we have them very clearly on the chart, then a bearish perspective will become very likely, right? So hope that's clear. The analysis is of course different from trading. So I might very well, for example, there might be people who might choose still to take a short position, even though the analysis says the price is going to go up, just for risk management purposes, right? Hedging, things like that. So don't think that the analysis is a replacement for trading skills. It's of course not, right? It's of course not. This is just a tool. You need to learn how to use the tools. Just sort of a bit of explanation. Sometimes I like to do that. Yeah, just to educate as well, because so people can make the most out of the analysis. So here very clearly at the moment the trend is up. Yeah, we see 5-wave move to the upside of the 10th of March low. We saw 3 waves down in this flat correction, and now another possible 5-wave move up, even though it's not entirely clear. Maybe 3 waves down here to the 3rd of April, and we could now be in a 3rd wave. Now, current price action doesn't really give a lot of confidence. We seem to be making higher lows and lower highs. So I'm currently exploring. I mean, first of all, this could just be continuation in a channel or something. Or we could be looking here again at an Elliott wave triangle, even though this one is also not terribly clear. What I looked at on the Solana chart, it's the option of having something like this. So that we actually came down here in an A wave, yeah, moved up in B and C. So this was just a wave W. Then this here could just be an X wave triangle, where this is the A wave of the triangle, the B wave, C, D, E, could be the X wave, and then one more low here in a Y wave, where we could just fill out this yellow support area, yeah, WXY, and then we would reset yellow wave 2. This is possible, and actually another uptrend in a 3rd wave would then still be likely, as long as we're holding the 78.6 FIB level, the 3.35 cent level. It's very important to understand that a lot of coins are currently possibly doing this WXY, even though here the Y wave would be very short. At the moment, I would treat it as follows. So sideways movement represents a balance of forces, so it's really not terribly clear. But because we have a 5-wave move to the upside, for me the trend is up as long as we're holding the 78.6 FIB level at 3.35 cents. As long as we're holding that, I'm treating this as an uptrend with a wave 3 to follow. Whatever happens here in the very short term, I mean, this is really just noise. Okay, so yeah, it could be that this is already the 1-2 setup in a 3rd wave, but price doesn't currently confirm it. That will become much more likely if we break above 4.3 cents. But until then, this Y wave to the downside is certainly an option. Not going to put it onto the chart, but I want to talk about it. What I will put on the chart is that we put an alternative wave 2 here though. Yeah, because this wave 2 could easily be reset over here. Again, as long as we're holding 3.35 cents, the overall uptrend stays intact. But if that breaks, we have to shift more towards, again, a bearish perspective. The advantage of the current situation is that we are really deep in support, or we are in support areas, which typically indicates a really good reward to risk ratio on the long side. But, you know, we'll see. Price needs to confirm. We have all the preparations in the chart. It's just that the bulls now need to show up and just trigger the breakout. All right, that's my update about GALA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.